guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back. Thank you guys for coming back and checking me out again. Today's video is gonna be a little different. I know I've been putting a lot of videos out of me enjoying myself. But you know what? Life is too short, and like, you know, why not? And so, yeah, I was like, okay, I need to focus and get back at doing the things that I want to show you guys. And in today's video, as you already know, title, 5 red flags to avoid when in a relationship. And the reason why I wanted to put this out there is that, you know what? I didn't avoid these things, and it led me to, you know, getting my heart broken. But you know what? It's gonna be okay. Everything happens for a reason. It just sucks, you know? But I wanted to share these for others that are maybe at the beginning and feel these kind of things. And I just want to share them and to let you know that if you feel this kind of way, it's a red flag. Red flags are there for a reason. And you feel them, like whenever they happen or they cross your mind, you know what it is. You know that that's not right. But for me, in my case, I don't know. I just kept, I don't know. In my situation, I just felt like they popped up, these red flags popped up, but I just, oh, you know, maybe he'll change or something like that. But here's the thing, like you shouldn't wait for someone to change in the things that you're looking for. Like, no, it depends what it is. And these things are definitely not something that you need to wait around until they happen. No, they just need to happen right off the bat. The top 5 red flags to avoid when in a relationship, in my opinion, are, okay, so the first one, this one's a no given, and I should have read this, but I didn't. I guess I don't know. But it is, okay, if you don't have a connection with that person, then okay, not say, oh, let's wait and see, maybe it'll build. No. If you're not feeling it and you're like, you know it's not there, it's time to just say, you know what, this is not gonna work, because you don't feel it. It's, yeah. So that's number 1. If you're not feeling the connection, like, but you know, I don't know how to explain it. It's so hard for me to explain. But like, say for example, situation, I honestly, and I'm referring back to the last one because it's so recent, and these things like came to mind, but I just avoided them. And these things you should not avoid, because it'll prevent you from having what happened to me, a heartbreak, and he ended up cheating on me. So like, these red flags are there for a reason. They pop up in your head for a reason. Okay, so the connection, I didn't really feel the connection, but he was doing all these nice things, and I just wanted to give him a chance, because I'm a nice person, and I wanted to see, you know, maybe it'll build, maybe, you know, because I don't know, I just wanted to give it a shot. But there wasn't a connection there, and struggled with that. But I don't know, but yeah, if you don't have a connection, just cut it off. It'll save you a lot of everything. The second red flag, hobbies. If you have a hobby, it could be anything, and that person doesn't support it, and you get that sense at, like, as soon as it happens and you sense it, that's not someone you want in your life. Because if anything, you want a partner that's going to support anything you're into. Like, if he's into cars, regardless if I'm not into cars, I'm still going to be supportive about it. And I'll still show up with him to whatever events he wants to do with them. That's just an example. But for me and my situation, my YouTube, I started it when I was in that relationship and not supportive. Like, whenever like I mentioned it, he should have been the first subscriber I got, and he wasn't. And he, like, I had to question, like, did you subscribe to me? Like, I shouldn't even have to subscribe, or sorry, I shouldn't even have to ask him to subscribe. He should already be on it. Like, you know what? That's my girl. I'm going to support her. And I know, and he'll understand, because I've been talking about it, that, you know, I need X amount of subscribers in order to get monetized and stuff like that, you know? And he wasn't doing that. And to me, like, I felt a certain kind of way about it, but I was just like, I avoided it. I mean, I didn't avoid it. I just stayed, like, I noticed it, but I'm like, I think I'm an observer. So I was just observing that. I noticed that. I was like, don't like that, but okay. But right then and there, I should have just been like, nah, this isn't gonna work. Because in a relationship, your partner should be your number one supporter, your number one fan. But in my case, it wasn't like that. But yeah, that one, if they don't support your hobbies or the things that they don't have to be right there with you, but at least be supportive about it. Okay. Lesson learned. Okay. The next one, number 3, his word. If he's unable to keep his word, like, for me, like, that is very important. Like, if I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. If I say, oh, I'm gonna come through with this or that, or we're gonna plan this and we're gonna do this on this day or whatever. If you tell me, like, say, okay, for example, this happened to me. My yard was getting crazy, cause I was so busy, but my yard, the grass was getting so long, and he knew that. And I can do my own yard. I have no problem with that. But the thing is, he said, I'm gonna help you with that. Like, it's getting long. And whenever I ended up deciding to do my yard, he knew about it. Didn't once, like, come through to help me whenever I was doing it. I, like, things like that, like, and you told me you would help me, which I think, like, I'm not asking for the help, but I just remember he was, like, making it seem and sound so good, like, yeah, I'll help you, we'll do it together and this and that. But then when it came down to that actually happening, he really didn't care. Like, he didn't really want to help me. He did not. And I feel like that says a lot in his character, because, like, any other relationship that I've ever been in, they were always willing to help and be there, you know? This person didn't show that, you know? And I noticed it, but you know what? I'm an independent woman. No, but you know what? I'm not gonna call and say, hey, you said you're gonna help me, you know what happened? No, I'm just an observant person. I noticed it, okay. And it happened several times. But I did my own yard, didn't ask for any help or anything, because, you know, I can do it. I just think it's really nice, like, as a man, to want to help his lady, you know, do stuff like that, you know? And, like, say, future, if you end up moving in and stuff, these are things, like, wouldn't you want to do those kind of things with your partner? I don't know. I'm a type of person that I'll help outside, inside. I like to do it all. But anyways, that was one thing that he did not his word. He did not know how to keep his word. And that popped up in the back of my mind. I was like, you know, like, He doesn't know how to keep his word, and that's really important to me because that's what you have, your word. If I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. The other thing, let's see, that's 3. Okay, 4. If they don't introduce you to their family, that should be a red flag right there, because whoever you're with should want to introduce you to his family. Like, why wouldn't you want to? Like, they should, like, for me, like, if I'm in a relationship with someone that I really like and care for, like, I'm gonna want to introduce you to my family and my friends and let them know, like, hey, look, you know, this is so-and-so. But this person kept making up excuses, like with everything. And it was weird because this is my first, I'm telling you, everything that has happened was with this person was my first of many. Or not of many, but my first, like, say this had never happened to me. Like, all my relationships, they were all so nice to introduce me to their family, you know, their parents, their friends and stuff like that. And he was not like that. And so caught me off guard. That red flag popped up definitely, because I was just, and I remember I would even say, like, this has never happened to me. Like, I introduced him to all my family, so all my family knew him and everything. And it was just weird because I didn't know his. And that should be a red flag to you. It's understandable at the very beginning, of course not, because you're trying to fill it out. But if you're like already like close to a year and it hasn't, question that. No, but not even, like, I feel like they should want to, like, I don't know. I just thought that was a red flag for me, and it makes sense now. Like, I feel like they were just hiding things. And so that's one of the reasons I feel like a person that is very secretive and not out there like that, you should question it, because odds are they're hiding something. Okay, and then the last one. There's more, but these are the top ones that I noticed in mine. That's why I'm speaking on them, because I noticed these after the fact and the red flags did occur. But okay, so the 5th one. Pay attention to the circle. I mean, their circle of friends, their circle of family. If, like, say for example, yes, I understand some people don't know, or I don't know. It's weird to me because for me, I'm a social butterfly. I know a lot of people, but my circle is small, of course, but it's like, my friends are like a really good group of people, genuine, humble, and like, those are they're like family to me. Had a birthday party for his son, and I noticed there was a person from work there, his brother and wife, which I did get to meet the brother, but that was like the only relative I met. The brother, but he didn't even talk to the brother the whole entire time, because something happened, which, looking back, there's a reason why they don't talk. Something happened. I don't know what it is, but obviously it had to be something that the brother knows and he knows happened, and they just do not talk. I think, I don't know, it had to do with the last relationship that he was in. I don't believe anything that he tells me because he's a liar. But anyways, the brother, the wife, and their kids were there. They were there to support his son, right? And then I went with my mom, my sister, and her husband to show support to his son. I invited my fam. And I think That was all. That was all that was there. That was kind of weird for me because I'm like, where is your friends and family? You know, like, it was just kind of odd. I feel like that was another red flag. Like, to me, looking back at everything now, I'm just like, you know what? If you can't keep good friends around you, or you don't have like tight knit support system with you, so you have to question that, because what, you're not a loyal person, you're not trustworthy, you know, all these things. Like, if you're like, maybe that's why you don't have friends, or like you don't have a tight family, because maybe you're a shady person. Think about it. Now, after the fact, looking back at everything, I'm like, you know what? He's just not a good person. But he played the part so good. And it makes me sad for him. But you know what? I have a really good support system. And going through everything that happened to me, I'm so thankful for my friends and my family, because, and you guys were awesome in helping me with my breakup. Because honestly, like, you need that. And I can imagine not having, you know, everybody that I know there to, you know, pick me back up and stuff. But I don't know, those things, I really think that a relationship, if you're starting out in a relationship, I really think that you should pay attention to things like that. And if you're in it and something happens that you question it, or you stop yourself and you're looking at the situation that just happened, like, question that and really think about it, because, but everything's a learning experience. But I wish I kind of would have went with my gut feeling, because I'm telling you, I really was not gonna pursue this relationship. At the very beginning, I was just like, nope, I'm not. But he was very persistent and very like, he's very persistent, and he was just so, what do you say? Like, he wanted everything done so quickly. Like, it was just, don't let anybody rush you into a relationship. That's another one. If they're rushing, if they're being too pushy and rushing to get into a relationship so quick, don't do it. Don't do it. Unless there's no red flags and everything feels right, that's different. But if you get red flags and this is happening, that's what I'm talking about. Not if everything is going good, you have the connection, you're super happy. Like, no, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, like, you're second guessing things that are happening and stuff, and you don't feel right about them. Those are the things that I'm talking about. And then the conversations weren't there. Make sure you can have good conversations with them, because I think having conversations with your partner is very important. Like, and I don't mean like, I want to be able to talk to you about everything and anything. And I want us to be able to laugh, and just talk about and be there, be able to talk to one another about things. And I was not able to do that. But these are lessons learned. I'm so thankful for this experience, because it showed me what I definitely do not want, and I will not let this happen again, because I'm learning from it. But like, if anything, I want someone that's humble about, and has great morals about life and stuff like that. This person always talked about money, 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 and it was so annoying, to be honest. It was so annoying. And this person didn't have money like that, but always wanted to talk about money like that. And I was just like, what does it matter? You know, to me, I didn't like those conversations. And it was like, there was no other conversation he knew but of money. I just did not like that. And another thing that I'm learning, just because they have kids and they have full custody of their kid, get to know them first. Because just because they have a kid doesn't mean they're like the best person ever and they're gonna be super loyal to you and they would never cheat on you. No. Some people will use that to their advantage, and that's whenever you let your guard down because you're like, oh, he's a nice guy, he has a kid, full custody, you know, he's a great person, gonna be super loyal, super faithful. No. I feel like you just have to just pay attention when these red flags happen, or you get this instinct. Listen to them because it'll prevent you from going through what I went through. Yeah, so I hope this was somewhat helpful. I just want you guys to know that like if you feel these things when in a relation, and this could be for both men and women, and I think I can respect a man more if he can just approach me and just let me know like, hey, I don't think this is working, I wish you the best, you know, that conversation I can. And then if you can talk about it, that I can respect 110%. But the ones that cheat and lie, and those people are just, I can't. Like, I have lost all respect. You are just a foul person and I just can't. But yeah, I hope this is helpful. I hope that you guys, if you are going through something like this and if these red flags do happen, that you put your foot down and you really make that move to end it or talk about it. But odds are, like, if these things are happening, you're getting this red flag and this gut feeling for a reason. They're not just gonna, your brain isn't gonna just bring this up front to you because. No, there's a reason for that. But I hope this was helpful. I hope this was informative. I'm doing good. You know, after all of that happened, I took some time for myself, and then also I didn't want to be down in this sad place for too long because, like, I don't deserve that. And that's why I've been up and out and just staying busy and doing and living my life and hanging out with my friends, and yeah, getting a little lit. But it's because, like, you know what, even though these things occurred, I'm still a human, only human. And like, I really tried. I tried to be like understanding and try to see past all the things that and these things didn't happen back to back. Like, it was within a year, you know? So these things would happen here and there, not back to back, or else I would have been like, no, hold on, wait a minute. But no, they'd happen like within this whole span. And I just didn't want to be a person to just, like, I felt bad because he had a child and they were going through things, and I just didn't want to just cut it off. And then, like, I was just thinking for the child, thinking I didn't want to hurt him to end it. But look what happened for me thinking like that. Like, he ended up hurting me, and that sucked that I'm over here, like, trying to prevent from hurting them and trying to find a good time, you know? And no, it just didn't happen like that. But everything happens for a reason. I learned a lot of things, and I'm so good now. I'm good. I'm gonna focus on myself. But I'm not giving up on love, because you know what? Like, I deserve happiness. And like, people ask me like, why are you still single? Well, because the right person hasn't crossed my path yet, which sucks. I know God has a plan for me. I just don't know when that'll happen. But I'm okay. I'm okay with not being in a relationship. Like, I'm fine. I'm just the type of person that I like to be in a relationship, but with someone that is a good person. Because I like sharing life with someone. Like, I like being able to go and do things. Like, I can do that with my friends, obviously, but it's just a different type of relationship. I know you guys know what I mean. But I know the right one will come along. But yes, I'm doing good. I'm in a much better place now. I have a lot of things that I want to do and work on, because I kind of been slacking off. But yeah, I really do appreciate everybody that has been supporting this channel and coming through and just subscribing to me, and that you guys are here. Like, I really plan on doing so many things here. Like, I know I've been posting a lot of, you know, me having a good time with my friends and stuff, but I want you guys to see that side of me as well, because I like to enjoy life, and it could be doing anything. Like, I don't necessarily have to do that to have a good time. I just like doing things and having adventures and stuff like that. But I don't know. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know some of the things that you guys think that you guys should also pay attention to, like the red flags that I didn't mention. These, for me, the reason I mentioned these are because they happened to me. So I'm speaking on my experience on them, but these are my opinions. And if you guys have any that I didn't mention, let me know about them. It'll happen one day, just not today. But thank you guys so much for watching. Go ahead and click that like button if you did enjoy this video. And if you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. There's gonna be a lot of cool things that I'm gonna try to put on here. And I'll make sure you hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time I post a new video. And if you have any questions or anything, go ahead and drop a comment below. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.